This rock is ancient. This rock. This black rock. It tells a story. The rock tells a story, a formation with heat and pressure and force and slow movement. It tells a story of ice. The scratches in its surface are lines in the story, describing its interaction with slowly moving masses of frozen water. The black of the rock tells a story of rapid human influence on this landscape. The black serves as a reminder of ecological impact, of imbalance, of rapidly taking without giving back. The black also plays the role of the storyteller, telling the story of environmental destruction, which occurred in our past and which continues to occur in our present. I wonder if this ritual cleaning will take away that piece of the story. Is stripping away the blackness an attempt to strip away history or reverse time? The rock itself was most likely never as clean as we are making it today. Before the industrial impact, there must have been living organisms covering it and interacting with it. Like moss, dirt, plants, which were killed off of the industrial pollution. Looking at the broader landscape as containing, presenting and offering a narrative for us to interpret, the black of the rock serves as a piece of its story. The melted slag, transformed and stripped of its minerals, found all around and within this landscape, is another piece of its story. In landscape narratives, design practices for telling stories, Matthew Pontiger and Jamie Purinton write, narratives intersect with sites, accumulate as layers of history, organize sequences, and inhere in the very materials and processes of the landscape. In various ways, stories take place. More than just a backdrop, places become eventful, changing sites that engender stories. As the young trees tell us of the recent efforts of reforestation and environmental restoration, and the surrounding architecture more obviously place time frames of human interaction with and within this landscape, so too may this ritual cleaning become part of this landscape's narrative. However, to an observer without any background information of this event, the motivation for the cleaning and the goals of this piece of the story may seem to be less obvious than the other pieces presented here. The clear human practices in this landscape are marked by the pursuit of wealth and convenience, necessity of shelter, and a consciousness for the need for healthy green space and natural life. Art is a less obvious human intention that impacts the narrative of a place, especially with simultaneously the invention of ritual and lack of tradition. This story is more difficult to decipher without a history of repeated cultural acts. Archaeologists or geographers years from now, without any written documentation of this event, may be puzzled or perplexed as to why this piece of rock lost its blackness, and why it was removed only from this area. The subtlety of the change of the rock coupled with the effects of elemental interaction may require a very keen eye and mind to even recognize the present transformation in the future. And like the vast blackness, it may go unnoticed. Unless this act of cleaning becomes a tradition, the story of this landscape could take on a mysterious element. A missing link might exist to which people may interpret in very various ways. Multiple stories may be told about the black rock. Myths and legends may be invented. With this act of cleaning, I see a connection to the ebb and flow of organisms interacting with their environment. Natural forces, animal and human interactions, have tendencies to add to places with earth, sediment, graffiti, pollution, and to take away from places through rainwash, erosion, fire, and excavation. In a sense, the natural elements are constantly shifting and changing landscapes. With the power of industrialization, we yield these elements with a more intensified impact on the land. Most of the times, the changes in the narrative of the landscape become, when humans are involved, more rapid. And this environmental impact here is so noticeably human. The story of our impact on the landscape is dramatic and wrought with conflicts. In a way, the small futile act of cleaning without the aid of heavy machinery, with mild and rhythmic repetition, like the relentless waves against the shore, is a return to the slow narrative of the natural world interacting with the landscape.
yesterday in the paper I saw that you were washing there. And what you want to do is clean it right out there. One way to spend holidays, or what do you want? Just clean the rock? What, you think something is under there or what? Now I think it's been like that for about the last 100 years. I guess it turned black here when the first smelter was here and the chimney was not high enough.
Yeah, that's what we understood, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And it's been black for so long. At first I thought you were just removing the writings or the paint that was on it. Well, you're very courageous. I don't know. I would have I would have given up a long time ago. Well, I was out in New Sudbury. I picked up the paper. I said, God, that's the guys that are on the mountain in my house. Yes. You saw the article in the paper? Yeah. Oh, well, I wish you all the luck. I'm going to the cottage. I'm going to go up the lake this afternoon. Spend the weekend there. Yes.
Very nice.
Wish you the best.
Thank you.
Hope you find gold.
Yeah.